Let's talk about Rivers United now. They will face Zambia's Power Dynamos FC in a decisive Matchday 3 Group A fixture of the CAF Champions League, with both teams desperate for their first points. The two sides have lost their opening matches to Pyramids FC and RS Berkane, leaving qualification hopes hanging in the balance at the halfway stage of the group phase. The encounter in Ndola offers a crucial chance for either club to revive their campaign and stay in contention for a quarter-final place. Both Rivers United and Power Dynamos currently lead their domestic leagues, adding extra edge to the contest. As continental action resumes following the AFCON break, Matchday 3 marks a pivotal moment in Africa's elite club competition. We've got Robert Olimene, who also joins us to speak more about Rivers United and a hopeful chance of them making it to the next stage. And I'm wondering, he's going to be talking about Rivers United, and my brother is wearing a Plateau United jersey. And I'm also wondering why Akinfolarin is donning a Manchester United jersey when he's very sure that United will lose to Arsenal tomorrow. But it is football. It all proves love and unity. Welcome to the show, Robert.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
Good morning to Akinfolarin. It's good to be on the show once again, and a happy New Year to you. Well, for my jersey, let me say I'm just trying to rep or support Rivers United behind the scenes as they take on part today. And in the words of Fede George, he said they have nothing to lose, meaning that they are going all out to ensure they get maximum points today. Is it going to be an easy task? No, it is not going to be, because these are the two bottom sides on the table. I beg your pardon. And of course, for Pyramids, they have 2 wins, and of course, for RS Berkane, they have 2 wins as well. So it is anybody's game. It is anybody's game, and I am hoping that Rivers United will be able to make the best of the third chance that they have. If they can get a point today, I think they stand a chance of finishing in a respectable position on the table. And who knows, there might be that outside chance for them to clinch second place on the log. That's easy if they can go away to the likes of RS Berkane to pick points, and of course get the job done in Nigeria against Pyramids FC. But first and foremost, the job today is to ensure that we get something tangible out of the game, and of course to see how that one pans out for.
Right. Akinfolarin, I mean, looking at how Rivers United have performed so far in the 2 games against Pyramids and RS Berkane, are you hopeful? Is there any sort of hope? Because you have to play these teams again. Because what we saw against these other teams, they didn't perform well against Pyramids and Berkane. But if it is possible, we'll get a chance to beat Dynamos or even get a draw, are you really hopeful that Rivers United can make it out of the group stage?
Situation, because it's actually the worst defense against the worst attack. Rivers United has scored only a goal, and it was a goal. And Dynamos has not even scored any goal at all. So now it is a situation of what. So if I was to predict, I would be predicting a draw. But there's a little bit of, obviously, there's the fan in that hopes that Nigerian football teams do well. So that's the only hope that I have. But if I was to predict, I would be expecting a draw of the game.
Robert, Akinfolarin has said he expects a draw from this game. The worst defense versus the worst attack. Okay, I hear that Robert is not back yet. Maybe the network has caught up with him for wearing the Plateau United jersey. But looking at Rivers United, Akinfolarin, yes, in the NPFL, they seem to be doing so well, top of the table. Why do we always have a problem when it comes to, I mean, this is something that we've overflogged this conversation over and over, but we have to also bring it to the fore. It's always a challenge for our club sides to do well on the continent when it comes to the CAF Champions League and also the Confederation Cup.
I think it's a quality issue. If the league improves and you play quality opponents and football is better, automatically it will transfer to the international league. That's how I see it. Because it's the same way with Premier League and everything. Once your league is doing well, there's a likelihood that you do well internationally.
Robert is back. And Robert, I would also ask you this question now. Is it okay for us to have consistency in champions when it comes to, say, for example, the La Liga? You are very sure of seeing Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and maybe Sevilla or some other club sides battling for the top spots in the La Liga. In the German Bundesliga, you see Dortmund, Bayern battling for the top sides. In the EPL, you see the likes of Arsenal. Hopefully they win it this season. Arsenal, did I say Man United? No. You talk about Arsenal, Manchester City. You talk about Manchester City, talk about Liverpool. So is it okay for us to have consistency in the league when it comes to the champions, or year in, year out, to see new champions who represent us on the continent? Because last year was Remo Stars. This year looks like it's going to be Rivers United. Next year, it just might be Kun Khalifa. Is it okay for us to have that consistency or a regular change in winners?
There has to be a lot that needs to go into our football. And meaning, talking about a lot, there has to be a lot of money going to our league. And unfortunately, I would say this year and now, there's a lot of, just using the word of the FBI right now, there's a lot of reductions in key areas of our league. What do I mean by reductions? It means that there's a lot of information not made public to those who follow the league, and this is one of the issues. And of course, if you take a look at the league now and you see a player transfer from Club A to Club B, if you ask questions now, how much was this player transferred for? Up to now, you will not get an answer. The selling club will not tell you how much they sold the player for. The buying club will not tell you how much they bought the player for. All we get to see is player XYZ transferred from Power of God FC to You Can Do It Better FC. And that is also we get to hear about such transfers. And these kind of things are not good for our league that is over 40 years old. This is a 40-plus-year-old NPFL league. And key informations like this are not made public. And it is not the best. A quick one. There was a long list, or there was a list released a couple of days ago touching the clubs who made the most profit, or the most profitable clubs in the world. And I just asked myself, can the NPFL teams do this, or can the Nigerian League do this? Which club is the richest club in Nigeria? Which club is the most profitable club in Nigeria? Which club made the most amount of money in Nigeria? We've not had such a list in maybe in the past 10, 15, 20 years, if my memory serves right. And of course, lastly, talking about Nigerians' participation on the continent, looking at the caliber, just like what my opposite number there said, looking at the kind of preparations we put up for continental games, it is not the best. And I will say it again, when was the last time an NPFL side toured Western African countries? I mean the likes of, they went to Ghana, they went to Ivory Coast, went to Gambia, went to Senegal, went to the Republic to play against teams in those countries in preparation for, first, the NPFL season, two, and that is for continental championship, talking about those who qualify for CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederations Cup. We don't get to see that kind of preparation. We don't get to see that kind of serious logistics or serious attention paid into our teams in the league. And it is quite unfortunate that countries in Africa, the likes of Al Ali, the likes of Showdown, get to do this. And of course, some other teams who are not in the same financial bracket as these African giants, they also get to do this as well. So until we begin to break down these walls and of course expand our horizon in terms of the quality for our preparation for the league and of course for continental assignment, I'm afraid that no matter how many times you throw this particular cutlass or machete as it is called, it will give you the same results.
Wow, the same results we will get year in, year out in our league if we don't do the needful. And I totally agree with you. We should have preseason games, not just in Nigeria. Let these teams go out and explore. Maybe there we can get more experience to know how we can beat, most especially these North African teams. Talking about North African teams, yesterday 2 games were played. It was Al Ahly defeating Young Africans 2-0, and Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Hilal Omdurman played out a 2-2 draw. Robert, before I let you go, let's talk about Sadio Mane and his teammate Koulibaly. For Sadio Mane, he returned to Al Nassr on Friday following Senegal's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations victory, marking his second AFCON title in 4 years. Now, the 33-year-old winger, named player of the tournament for 2 goals and 2 assists, was greeted warmly by teammates, including Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, arriving still in his Senegal kit, Al Nassr captured the moment in a club video titled "Welcoming Back Our Champion," showing him smiling and soaking in the applause. His teammate, Kalidou Koulibaly, was also given a hero's welcome at Al Hilal after he captained Senegal to that title in Morocco, marking a celebratory return to club duty. The defender received a warm reception from teammates, including Moroccan goalkeeper Yassine Bono, who faced him in the AFCON final, highlighting the camaraderie after their international rivalry. The club presented Koulibaly with a cake in recognition of his achievement, underlining appreciation for his success on the global stage. And Robert, just so you know, Calvin Bassey as well received the hero's welcome right there at Fulham on his return to England. So it's not just Senegal players celebrating, we also celebrate our own.
Well, I think it's a beautiful thing to see, and I am particularly happy for all the players involved. Very happy for Senegal. They played amazing football, and of course, the balance of the team is just there for all to see. Looking at the fact that for somebody like Sadio Mane, not the official captain of the team, because that is something that belongs to Kalidou Koulibaly. He conducted himself very well, and of course, despite all the drama we saw in the finals, we ended up seeing one of the best finals in AFCON history. Like I said, despite the 17 minutes drama, the game was still concluded, and of course, it was settled with a beautiful goal scored by the Senegalese player right there. And of course, I'm talking about the celebration of the players. I saw that of Calvin Bassey as well, and that of other players who participated at the AFCON. It's a beautiful thing for them. 3 weeks of high-octane football, and of course, their clubs across the world come to appreciate their contribution, not just to African football, but also to football worldwide. It is the kind of things we want to see. And for the next AFCON, maybe Nigeria will be able to go all the way to get their hands on that particular. So I think our 4th title is long overdue. And of course, we should be adding that 4th star to the batch of our JC anytime soon.
Robert, I'm not the one who is to tell you that dreams come true, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll say thank you very much for joining us today, Robert Olimene, all the way from Abeokuta. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Akinfolarin, you heard Robert right there saying that the 4th title is long overdue. What is your mind telling you? I mean, I want to read your mind. What is your mind telling you? Are we going to win this title anytime soon?
Yes, we are going to.
Wow.
I see it coming. The last edition, we got to the semi-final and we got bronze. The year before, the last edition, we lost our semi-final. Of course, it is coming. We can't keep getting close and not win. Oh, we are not Arsenal that keeps getting close and they don't win. So I feel like we are getting there very soon. We are going to win very soon. Our fourth AFCON is coming very soon.
You have to drag Arsenal into the conversation. You are not Arsenal. I like that because, I mean, for back-to-back years now, I mean, in recent history, there was a time Arsenal finished 2nd in 3 consecutive years, and the 4th year, they won the title. Now, just so you know, this is the 4th year, so it just might be Arsenal's year. The same way you said Nigeria won bronze this year, won silver the last time, maybe it will become gold when they get to play. So let's see how the tables turn and how how nature will work in favor of Nigeria or not.